Rob Armstrong.
Box. What is up? What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. And I got a special guest, a returning member from Rob Media.
Part two.
Man, it's been a long time, bro.
Yeah, about should have been like 3 years.
Almost 3 years. I think the last one, it was definitely, I got some notes written down to keep me on task. August 6th, 2023 was when it's like it just flew by, bro.
Was that your first podcast?
It was one of the first, man.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say you was an experiment, but
I think it turned out well, though.
it turned out well, right?
Yeah.
If y'all haven't seen it, y'all can go back and watch it. It was on the old channel, and I put it on this channel. But yeah, it was pretty dope. I think it came out pretty good. So in the last 3 years, man, I've been kind of following you. We talk every once in a while. You've been killing it, man.
Yeah,
Career,
man.
family.
Yeah. Growing, bro.
How you feeling?
I feel great, bro. I'm blessed to be here today.
All right, man. So let's do it. So since then, you've relocated to Texas.
Yep.
What is the Texas gun scene like versus the Georgia gun scene?
Texas is love, bro. Texas is just different. I don't know. It's just different. I mean, I feel like the gun community overall is just great, bro. It's very welcoming. So, like, I've been a part of CrossFit. I guess I'm a sports dad. I mean, different types of clubs, bro. But the amount of people willing to help in the gun community, it's just amazing, bro. But Texas is just Texas, bro. Texas is the #1 state in America. That's what they say.
The country of Texas.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a lot. I mean, I like outdoor stuff now, so shooting outdoors is where it's at. And being here, we only had one place to shoot, within 20, 30 minutes. But out there, bro, you got ranges for days within 20, 30 minutes each direction, so.
Definitely. I definitely agree with you on that, man. I spent some time out in Texas, and I am forever trying to get back to Texas, man. I was out in San Antonio, and then, like you said, there was just an abundance of gun ranges, man. And I can't even just say gun ranges. I feel like they were more friendly to just general public, like drawing from holster, running some drills, just like really just shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not like that in Georgia so much, but Texas is just, it's a different world, man. I miss the Texas gun
When
community.
I got there, I went to an indoor range, and I was like, do y'all mind if I draw from a holster? It was like, we don't give a damn what you do. I said, all right, bet. As long as you're safe, you're good. So, yeah, that was one of the first things that I did when I got to Texas.
That's what's up, man. So what's the competition scene like? Is it better?
Yes.
Ooh.
I feel like it's super competitive there, right? I feel like when I went here, it was competitive, but like nobody was really checking, like, all right, cool, what gun are you running? Like, are you in the right division? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? You can only have certain stuff for certain things. And then, like, over there, bro, it's some heavy hitters over there. And then that's just in, like, Killeen and, like, Bell County area, which is kind of small. But you go out to Austin and you shoot those major matches, bro, it's some heavy hitters out there.
Dang, I got to get out to Austin and get some shooting in, man.
Yeah, you do, bro. ASAP. I've been trying to get you to come out there, man. You're procrastinating. Move out to Texas, and you'll be straight.
Man, for real. So I got a couple categories that we're going to run through today, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure you got some questions to fire back at me. So whatever you got, you can shoot them to me, right?
For sure.
First category we're going to go with, it is personal two-way philosophy.
Okay.
Right? Question I got for you. What does the Second Amendment actually mean to you? And not just like from a legal standpoint, but personally, what does it mean to you?
So when I hear that question, I just think about like the ability to be able to protect my family, right? That's the most important thing to me in life, is to make sure that my family is safe. And then, bro, that's it. Just making sure that they're safe. I have a right to bear arms and making sure everybody's safe. What about you?
Same, man. I think in America, we are blessed to have this Second Amendment and just the opportunity to own these guns and operate them, man. I just think it's a lot of stuff that people really take for granted. And I don't know, and especially like as a retired veteran, right? I did over two decades of service, right? You got to think back, I want to say like in the Civil War, blacks were serving, but we weren't even allowed to have guns. Like World War One, World War Two, yeah, we can have guns and all that other stuff, but there's a time where people are serving, you couldn't have a gun, you couldn't own a gun. So being able to serve for the country, protect and defend, and be a gun owner in a war and outside the war, I just think it's special, man. I think a lot of people are asleep on it. They're not exercising their right.
Yeah, and then you went crazy about how many?
I went crazy, man. Look, some things we will not disclose on this podcast, right? Some numbers are confidential. Next question. Do you think most gun owners do a good job at representing the community? Why or why not?
Yeah, I feel like they do, but I also think it depends on like where you're from, what's the background of where you are. Like, I feel like in the shooting world, in the competitive world, right, there's a lot of people that you have a lot more structure. You have a lot of, it just seems more, all right, so in the gun world, in the shooting competitive, you have people that are more responsible, right? And then like, if I look at people back home, I can see how people are irresponsible. People don't really know anything about stuff. And then when you try to talk to them about it, nobody's really hearing anything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like it's 50-50 on there. Like you said, when I show up on like the competition scene or people that are, for the most part, normally going to the range, I think they're doing a good job at being responsible. But then you got some folks that are exercising their right to own a firearm, and I'm 100% with that. But I think there's just like that next level of consideration for what you are operating.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, anyone that is owning and operating a firearm, you should low-key be scared of it, because that thing can do harm to someone.
Yeah.
I see sometimes these gun owners, they're not afraid of this tool that's in their hand, and that's, to be honest, that's scary to me.
Yeah.
And I think there should just be the next level of consideration for something that you have that can take life.
Yeah.
So I feel 50-50 on it, man. I feel like we're doing a good job on it, and I think some people just need just a little bit more education on it.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. You're gonna have to clip up a video of my first match, and I was moving like Elmer Fudd slow, because I mean, I had a lot of respect for it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what one of the things we talked about was just slowing down and making sure that I didn't get DQ'd for my first match, and that was very important. So yeah.
All right. Next question for you. What's one two-way take you have that other people may disagree with?
Felons. All right, so I feel like this, right? If you're a felon, and then after 10, 15 years, if you're not getting in any type of trouble, you should be allowed to own a firearm again. Or you should go through some type of board, or there should be some type of process for you to be able to get your rights back. And, you know, a lot of my family are felons, and then, you know, a lot of things happen when you're young. You don't really understand. You may understand, but there's consequences for everything. All right, cool. Let me rehabilitate, and then, you know, 10, 15 years down the line, let me own a firearm. And it may not be that you can conceal carry, but just let me have something in my home, you know what I'm saying, to protect my home. And I think Texas may have a law that says, like, if you're a felon, you can have a firearm, but it has to be in your home. Not 100% sure on that, but that's one of the things I feel like should change.
Man, that's huge, man.
Yeah.
I had a certain way I was thinking about this, but I'd have to agree with you, man. I believe that there are times where people do things and there's going to be punishment and consequences that come to as a result of your actions. Mm-hmm. But once that punishment has been fulfilled and that time has concluded, you're just going to hold it against them for the rest of their life?
Right.
You know, and the world is a crazy place right now, man.
It is.
I would not want to have a firearm.
Right.
And something that me as a 42-year-old grown man, I'm not the same person as I was 19 years old.
Yeah, 100%.
So you mean to tell me something that happened 2 decades ago is going to stop me from owning a firearm for the rest of my life? Yeah. I definitely think that might be something that needs to be revisited.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was a good take right there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
What's something new shooters obsess over that really doesn't matter?
Extendos. Extendos. I mean, I feel like, man, if you can't hit what you need to hit within that first mag. I mean, obviously it's situation dependent, right? Because when some people they carry 2, 3 extra mags. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 more in the car, but like, you know what I'm saying? Having a 30-round mag, you can't even conceal carry that it's insane. So I just feel like, in the gun community, or I mean, and more so in the black community, man, just making sure that we're aware of how stuff looks, and can we actually conceal this? Is this stuff practical? You know what I'm saying? Like a 30 round, okay, cool, yeah, but like, are you really gonna use that or have that in a situation to where you're defending yourself, or when you have a concealed carry weapon on you? I feel like, and also switches, bro. Switches. What the freak? Like,
It's the stereotype, man. Everybody
they want
to switch. They want the extendo.
And then, like, bro, just like, I feel like some stuff is just cool to have. Like, all right, cool. Like, for instance, FRTs.
Okay, I'm about to say it.
FRTs are cool, right? TX22, right? The FRT is cool in that gun. Boom, and then but anything outside of that, because to control that weapon is on a 22 is actually pretty good. But I can imagine trying to control a 9mm like that. I mean, it's just not practical. It's a fun gun, right? So it's a gun that, hey, I got a bunch of people, me and the guys, we're going out to the range, and then I pull this out, hey, y'all, check this out, shoot this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not nothing I would ever want to have in a situation to where I have to defend my life. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah, and when you talk about controlling rate of fire, I don't know if you ever shot a full auto Glock. I've shot a couple full auto things. The full auto Glock, I want to say Glock 18, that rate of fire is freaking insane, bro. Yeah. It's insane, man. And when I shot it, it was in the 17 platform. Mm-hmm. So it's a big gun. You got your hands on it, you're ready, you locked in, and that mug want to just fly up out your hands. Oh my goodness, man.
Bro, it's even hard to shoot binary. Like, I don't know. I don't see the point in it.
No, I definitely agree. But for record, though, you talk about these extendos, so you don't own no...
Hey, what you say? Confidential.
All right. I got the next topic for you, right? Family to a philosophy. Because you are married. Yep. You do have kids. I definitely got some questions I want to get your opinion on, right?
Run it.
Being married, did that change your stance or your viewpoint on the Second Amendment?
Yeah, I need to get more guns. And then when I had a daughter, I need to get some more guns. But I feel like it was just like an eye opener to like make sure that everybody knows about guns, how to handle guns, making sure that my family is prepared to be able to defend themselves if I'm not present. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people, when I go to the range and I'm seeing guys and their girlfriends or wives or whatever, and they're not really correcting them and teaching them how to actually fire a weapon. Like, my wife had never fired a weapon until she joined the Army. And then that's a rifle, you know what I'm saying? And then she goes and I teach her about handguns, and it's totally different shooting an AR versus a handgun.
Totally different.
So, yeah, bro, I just feel like preparing them, making sure that everybody gets an adequate amount of training, right? Because you could just say, like, oh, if I could just pick it up and defend myself if I need to. But, like, bro, you don't train, that can cost you your life.
Big facts, man. I think that's something that people overlook. In my opinion, if you are a family person and you have guns in your home, your spouse and your kids might not need to be shooting as much as you do, but they need to be proficient in those weapon systems. At least comfortable enough to go to it, pick it up, and do what they need to do. Because like I said, you're active duty. Who's to say you won't be deployed for a year and your family's at home by themselves? They need to know what's going on with these firearms. And I think some people overlook those scenarios. Like taking wifey to the range once a year.
Yeah.
I think it needs a little more thought behind that.
Yeah, exactly.
You speak about your kids and having these firearms in your home. What are you doing to expose them to firearms? And like, I'm pretty sure they're not running around full kit and everything, but what kind of training are you giving them?
Hey, so when I got to Texas, right, I called a gun range in Texas. I'm like, hey, is there an age limit for kids at the range? They said, nah, just bring your kids, man. As long as you keep them safe, you're good. I said, all right. So I took he was 6 when I got to Texas, right? I took my 6-year-old to the range. I actually bought him what I bought him, the Ruger Precision, the bolt action. I bought him one of those. I took him to the range and I'm like, all right, son, this is that. And I'm covering all the different things. Hey, make sure you keep your finger off the trigger until we're ready to fire and all these different things. And he's like, okay, Dad, I got it. And I'm like, okay, bro, let's just go. I pushed the target out. And I pushed the target out. I don't know how far I pushed it out, but I pushed it out pretty far. And he's, and I'm like, and he went through the whole mag. I think it's like a 10-round mag. And then I'm like, man, there's no way he freaking hit that target. I mean, he's shooting too fast. So I roll the target back and I look at it, and he's hitting the hell out of the target, man. And I'm like, bro, how did you learn this? Like, because we never done anything, you know what I'm saying? We just talked about it. And so I think what happened is that he plays this game on Roblox. And on Roblox, you can get a sniper rifle on Roblox. And, you know, it looks like you're aiming down a sight, down a scope, and he can see where he's shooting. And I think that's how he learned. I'm like, shit, that works for me. So Roblox for the dub on that one. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine your face, man. You probably looking at this target like, he running through this mag. I don't know. You rolling back like, okay, now.
And then, you know, after that, Dad, I could probably shoot better than you. All right, buddy.
So what was your wife's thoughts when you said, hey, I'm about to take Junior to the range and let him shoot?
Bro, my wife has always been supportive of me with taking the kids and exposing them to guns, man. Like,
That is outstanding.
yeah, and I'm very thankful for that because, you know, who you marry kind of shapes how you raise your kids as well, right? You have to agree on certain things, and a lot of things you don't really agree on, so you have to reach a compromise. And one of the things that I didn't really want to compromise on was my exposure to them of guns, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot, and I want to make sure that they're able to see them, use them, know about them, not be afraid of them. Because my dad had guns when I was a kid, but he would just say, hey, don't go over there, my gun's over here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Which is not the right answer, because let's say he had been gone from home, in which they were out, there was no lock on them or anything, and then I had got into it and, you know, something bad actually happened. So just making sure that they're aware of everything that's going on, man. I feel like that's very important. But yeah, my wife is supportive of everything that I want to do with the kids when it comes to guns, man. And it's a very great bonding time for me and the boys, because, you know, I have, you know, my wife and my daughter, and then I have 2 boys, 8 and 5. So me and the boys will go out, just go to the range and have a good time, man. And bro, just bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad really didn't have the ability to go to the range and bond over guns and stuff like that. So being able to have that with my kids is beautiful, bro.
Man, when you talk about not having that with your dad, was that something you deliberately said, okay, now that I got my kids, this is something I'm going to change within my generation?
Yeah, bro, because I've always been into guns. I've always liked guns, and I don't know why. I just always liked guns. I always say when I bought my first gun because, yeah, we were recorded. But when I turned 18, because in Alabama, you can, my mom purchased it for me and gifted it to me because it's legal to do that in Alabama. So my first gun was a Glock 22 Gen 4. Yeah. And, bro, I love that gun, man. And just kind of fell in love, bro. I had cap guns, BB guns, Nerf guns. This company called Jaru back in the day, they had released like a chrome cap gun, man. You can tell now shooting cans and stuff. So like one thing my dad did do was like he took me out and taught me how to shoot. You know, we would shoot cans and stuff because we didn't have no land. So shooting cans, and then I would go every morning I would go squirrel hunting. I was telling my wife, they was like, y'all eat squirrels in Alabama? So, like, yeah, we eat squirrels in Alabama. So that's where I kind of started, like, actually shooting. My mom would go to yard sales and stuff like that, and then like they'd be selling BB guns, and she would buy me BB guns, and then, bro, that's kind of how it all started.
Dang, man. And when you talk about getting things started, I heard you say your son was 6 and you took him to the range. Was 6 that acceptable age, or did you not have an age? How did you figure out, like, okay, he's old enough, it's time to take him?
I think it just depends on your kid's maturity, right? Like, my son, my oldest son, he's able to process things a lot better than my middle child, right? he understands danger. He understands what he can and can't do. And he's a very chill, relaxed kid. Like, I'm able to talk him into things, right? I want to say control because that sounds bad, but like,
Mold.
I can mold him very well. He listens to everything. He takes in everything that I tell him. And he's able to formulate decisions on his own as well. Like, he's very, very smart. So just being able to talk to him, and I knew that he was mature enough to be able to go. And then also, before we went to the range, I took him out in the backyard and we put the bipod down, and I laid him down, and we just went over the basic functionalities and went over some rules and stuff like that. And it kind of went from there.
Man, that's what's up. I think that's, like you said, it really depends on that individual's maturity. And I bet that looks very, very different having multiple kids trying to figure out, everyone's got their own.
My middle child is wild, bro. I don't trust him at all. No. My middle child is wild, and he's a hothead, bro. Like, so like it probably be he's like 10, 11 before I expose him to, to actually take him to the range. But like, as far as like familiarization, we go through that stuff now. And then when I was doing the business, making holsters and stuff like that, they would come out and I make them a little holster, and they would practice drawing from the belt with the little mold guns and stuff like that. But yeah, it really varies per kid, you know what I'm saying? So like my middle child, it's gonna be probably 10, 11 before I expose him to actually going to the range. My daughter, I don't know.
Is she into it?
Yeah, I don't know. She just kind of like, bro, I don't know. My daughter's she's a girly girl. She's a girly girl, and then she's rough because of the boys too. So I don't know yet. She's before in like 2 weeks. So I'm kind of gonna base that off my wife. Kind of just have a conversation with her about what she think about exposing her to it as well. And she don't like loud noises, so I would have to double her ear pro and all that stuff. And so yeah, we just have to see how it goes with her.
If she doesn't like loud noises, this is a perfect time to begin some mufflers, man. I'm just saying, it's 2026 out here, man. They got stuff that you need to get you a muffler. If you do not have a muffler, you're doing yourself a disservice, especially you in Texas, man.
Yeah, you're right. A muffler is crazy.
All right, I got some hot takes, right? Mm-hmm. First question: what's a piece of gear or gun that you bought for the hype and then later regretted it?
Kimber. I bought a Kimber 2011. No, I didn't buy one, but maybe saying that they'll send me one in the mail or something.
For real,
I mean, I don't think I have a gun that I feel like was all hype, right? I feel like I pretty much did my research, or I asked you about them before I bought them, and every gun that I have bought has lived up to the expectation. What about you? Because, yeah.
I did buy a gun for the hype. Mm-hmm. I didn't regret it though. Mm-hmm. But this is what I bought. In the military, we had like the Glocks or the M9. Mm-hmm. And Beretta M9s in the military are trash.
Absolutely.
Not because it's a trash gun. They just been beat to shit.
Yeah.
Terrible guns, right? But I always just liked the style because it was just like something I was used to. Mm-hmm. I've been down range. I carried it. I was like, I really want one of these, right? Yeah. So when I was in Miami, mm-hmm. I was working at a gun range, and my boss knew someone that worked at Taurus. And Taurus has, I want to say it's a PT-92, and it's kind of like a Beretta clone, right? And there was one that was all polished, and I wanted that thing, and I wanted like the porcelain grips. Oh, I just wanted to I don't know. There was something about it. So I got it, right? Now, when I got it with the porcelain grips is actually trash. They're slippery as hell, right? So I took them off, and I regretted that piece of the purchase, but then I got like a thicker, it's kind of like a rubberized kind of grip, but that feels really good, and it beefs it up, and I like a larger grip gun. So that was my hype gun.
Dang.
That was my hype gun.
Man, so do you own a Beretta?
I don't.
You should get one, bro.
I should get one. They got that
They got a performance line or
they
something like that.
They got all kind of performance lines. Cause out on the competition scene, I be seeing a lot of guys running Berettas, man.
Yeah.
And they be looking, whew.
Yeah.
They be looking sexy. I might have to get one.
I need one too. So Beretta, if you see this,
what's up?
Hey, hook a brother up.
I'll let your boy. Next one, right? Mm. If you could only have one firearm for everything, what would it be and why?
Ooh, one firearm for everything?
For everything.
What you mean when you say everything? 'Cause that's
Everything. Self-defense, home defense. If you want to shoot some competition, everything.
Okay.
Ooh, you look a little stumped.
Ooh, that's kind of tough, bro. Because when you say everything, my mind went to everything. I would say a Glock, bro. Glock 47. That is my favorite gun that I have right now. Glock 47.
Okay.
Because when you said that, my mind went to, all right, end of the world. What am I grabbing?
Yeah.
A Glock, bro. I know it's going to work if it's dirty. It's going to work if it's clean. It's going to work on the water. It's going to work if I need to take mags off somebody else's body.
Yeah.
That Glock, come on, bro.
Yeah.
What about you?
Glock 19.
Glock 19?
All day, Glock 19. Like, Glock is, for those of you that do not know, I am a SIG fanboy. I have just a
And you
little
still
bit
chose a
of
Glock.
everything, right?
Just saying.
But Glock, like you said, end of the world, I know I definitely want something 9mm. You know, if I want to shoot competition, the 9mm round is plentiful. It's not too expensive. And then also just, I think there are other better 9mm, but you're not going to find something more plentiful than Glock mags. They're freaking everywhere, man.
And cheap.
And then, like, you know, I could get the drum mag too.
Yeah.
You know, or the 30 plus or something like that, right? So yeah, if I could only have one gun for everything, I would say the Glock 19. A close second would be like an AR-9.
Okay.
And the only reason I wouldn't do an AR-9, just for if I needed to conceal something, it'd have to be a pistol.
Yeah.
But like with the AR-9, kind of like the same deal. Glock mags, it'd be like a shorty configuration. You know, I could have a muffler on there. I could be running quiet. Could be running long mags, short mags, and do what I need to do.
I thought you was going to say the 320. Bro, I love that gun. I love your 320. All of them. Those are probably some of my favorite shooting guns that you have.
With all the fiasco 320 stuff that's been going on, I have a lot of buddies say, what you going to do with your 320s? Keep them. I feel you. I love the 320, and I shoot the hell out of that gun.
Yeah.
It just fits well in my hand. The
Yeah.
only reason why I wouldn't pick the 320, the Glock mags are just more plentiful.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at
Absolutely.
with that.
Yeah. I mean, that Glock will work for competition, defense, and then those Gen 6s, bro. They feel so good in your hands, man. Oh, my God.
I did not have an interest in the Gen 6
Yeah.
until I was at a shop. They had it, and I put it in my hand.
Yeah.
And really, it's not even the whole Gen 6. I just want the frame.
Yeah.
That's all I want, man. That RTF6 frame with the stip of the, oh, man. And it's got the palm swell. Like I said, I like a larger grip gun. That Gen 6 frame is,
Yeah.
I might have to get one just for the frame.
Yeah.
Just for the frame.
Might as
Lord.
well. And I'm a lefty, so 5 and 6 are the perfect Glocks for me, you know. I have a Gen 3, a 5, a 4. I just need a 6. That's all I need. Complete.
Complete the package, man.
That's it.
Complete the series. Another hot take for you. What is an overrated gun in the world right now? What's something overrated?
I'm going to let you take that one, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I got one too.
What?
And it's not specific to a gun, right? But just the whole package. Y'all gonna kill me for this in the comments. The flux, man. The little flux extendo things.
Oh, the what are they called? That's what they
The
call
flux, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not feeling them. They are trash, bro. Get you a regular pistol or get you a sub gun. That flux, it's just, whenever I see somebody shooting, they're all cramped up.
Yeah.
Trash, bro. Overrated. Not a fan.
That's the one where your gun fits inside of the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think SIG started it, and you
Yeah.
push the little button, it's got the little
Yeah,
telescope. And they just went wild with it, man. Like SHOT Show this year, they're freaking all over the place. If you have a flux, get rid of it. That's what get rid of it. Just get you a sub. There are so many good sub guns out there, man. You don't need that, man. I'm not feeling it, man.
What's your number one sub then? What sub would you recommend?
Number one sub, I would have to say the Strybog 45 ACP A3 roller delay with the muffler.
Damn.
Osprey 2.0. Yeah.
That sounds
That's
like
it.
you got that.
I got it, man. With the HK mags, man. Woo. It is a poor man's UMP. That thing is nasty, bro.
You like it over the Scorpion, bro? Scorpion's a bad gun.
I do like the Scorpion. The Scorpion would be more practical.
Yeah.
In my opinion, with the muffler, it's way more quiet. It's 9mm. If you don't like 9mm, you just haven't shot it enough. That's what I tell people, right? The 9mm configuration is better, but just badass, cool, everything. Yeah, that Stride Ball 45.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to shoot that, bro.
Oh man, that Stride Ball 45 with the EO Tech on it. Ooh, Midwest Industry brace. Sexy.
That baby's nasty. Yeah.
Sexy. All right, next category for you, right? Media in the future of 2A. First question. What do you think the gun community gets wrong about teaching new shooters?
What do I think the gun community gets wrong about teaching new shooters? I would have to think more about that one, bro. What you got? Give me some.
I think one of the things that the media gets wrong about teaching new shooters, they teach new shooters that you need this sparkling premium tool, and you don't. You just need something that fits in your hand well, that you shoot comfortably and accurately, and you got to go get some training. That's what you need to be doing. It doesn't have to be the new, I'm a SIG boy, the SIG PTO 211. It don't got to be the 2011. It don't got to be nothing super, super expensive, super sexy. You just need something that fits your hand well, that you're comfortable with, that you shoot accurately, and get you some training. That's what people need to be telling these new shooters.
I agree with that, man. I can agree with that because I feel like when I first started, I was just buying guns. You know what I'm saying? Then I wasn't really training with them. I buy a gun. Probably put 2 mags. Like I have a Glock 19, the Gen 5 that I have. I probably put 2 mags to it, and I've had that gun for forever. So like, yeah, I can agree with that, bro. Just get out, train, shoot. Because when I got to Texas, one of my coworkers, he was like, "Man, I carry a gun every day," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, what do you carry?" He was like, "Oh, I carry I think he had the G2 Taurus, G2
Taurus.
G,
That's actually pretty
whatever.
bad. It's a nice gun.
And I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, well, let's go to the range since you carry a gun every day. He was like, okay, cool. So we went to the range. And if you see this, bro, I'm sorry, but training is important. So we went to the range, cool, all right. And then after that, I was like, bro, you should go shoot a steel match because steel match is going to help you work on your transition, your draw, your transition, you know what I'm saying, between the targets. And I feel like it'd be really, really great for you, especially since you carry a gun every day, right? That's what you said. So, yeah, we went out there, bro, and he did terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And you carry this every day?
Yeah, and I was like, bro, you carry it every day. But it was one of those things that was an eye-opener for him, though. Like, yeah, I'm carrying this gun every day, but it's taking me 4 seconds to pull it out of my holster, and it's taking me another 2 seconds to be able to get my first shot on target. And I'm missing the first shot, which is the most important shot. You know what I'm saying? To me, it is anyway. So I feel like that was an eye-opener for him. And then, what you said kind of brought me back to that, just helping me realize, like, hey, your training is very, very, very important.
How do you feel about social media's influence on gun culture? Is it for the better or for the worse?
I feel like it's for the better, but I feel like with anything could be for better or worse, right? It depends on what you tune into, right? If I tune into all the stuff with everybody with the Dracos and you know what I'm saying, and
Not the
that's the type
Dracos.
of shooting that I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of make you go the wrong way, right? But if you look at people who do more training and more defensive style or USPSA type shooting and stuff like that, I feel like that opened you up to more stuff. What about you?
Definitely. I definitely believe that the media is for the better. From a media guy, and just in the world today, there's so much exposure that goes out there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this. There's a lot of stuff on the internet and in media that I personally think is trash. But I'm still happy it's there because it shows you what you should not be doing.
Yeah.
You just got to learn how to take in all of this information and figure out what's applicable to you and what's not. And there's a lot of good podcasts out there. And I'm going to throw a plug out there, right? We the People podcast. If you are not watching that podcast, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is the best podcast out there. They started about 6 months ago. I think they up to like 60,000 subscribers.
Jeez.
60,000 people don't got it wrong. That's all I got to say about that, man.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I think the media influence is good, man. And even just for myself, having my own little media space, I try to do my best to be a good advocate for what you should be doing. I like training. I talk about everything. I just want to keep it. I just got to keep this information going, man. It's got to be positive because people gonna get the information however they get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that and then like, you know, also you see videos on social media of like, I was watching this video probably a couple of days ago. One of the guys I follow on Instagram, he posted, it was a situation to where these two guys got in a fight and the guy threw like an overhead hammer punch or whatever and hit the other guy. And the other guy immediately drew his weapon and shot the guy like 6-7 times, bro. And it's like, you have to know, you have to be cautious about, just because you have a gun don't mean you need to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if we're the same body size type, and then from a legal standpoint, it just don't seem like I would be justified shooting you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? We're the same size. If it's a fight, cool. Then nobody draws a weapon. Everybody gets to go home at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just feel like some people are more, because they have a gun, they're more likely to want to use it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
It does make sense, and you bring up a good point. I think what it really comes down to is people scared to get their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been in a lot of fights. I won some, I lost some, man. But it does not constitute drawing a firearm just because you get in the fight or because you're getting your ass whipped. You might just have to take that L, man.
Yeah.
And for me personally, when I am carrying, I am on defense, de-escalate to the max. I do not want to be in no crazy situation. And then like you said, just because you have that tool with you, that does not mean it's time to use it. And I see so many people talking about certain scenarios, right? Let's say you in a gas station and you're somebody off to the side and all of a sudden the gas station's getting robbed. Does that mean you need to pull out your tool?
No, they ain't got
Definitely
nothing to do
not.
with
It ain't
me.
got nothing to do with you. It's unfortunate that that's happening, but who's to say that you don't pull out your piece and then there's a second person that's with them and they behind you?
Yeah.
Now you done got shot because you trying to be a hero and it just wasn't that type of scenario. And then there's also distance, man. If someone's like 20 yards away from you, they not really a threat.
Yeah.
You got to get away, man. And like you said, in a legal standpoint, that might be murder, bro.
Yeah. Too risky.
Too
At the end of the day,
risky,
I
man.
gotta go home to my family. So what do you think about de-escalation? Like, how did you learn to de-escalate? Is that one of the things that, because you said about being 40 versus being 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that a maturity thing?
A lot of it was a maturity thing. A lot of it was being in certain scenarios. And then also, I'm going to credit some of my military being in charge of a lot of men. And I'll tell you this, right? If no grown man has ever told you this, I'm going to tell you this now. 15 seconds can change your life. It can change your life. You got to be able to step back, look at everything. And sometimes if you don't have an answer for that, just walk away. Just walk away, man.
Yeah.
My mom is a retired correctional officer. I've been hearing prison and stuff my whole life. That is no place to. I'm 5'6", 170 pounds. That is the last place I need to be. I've been a lot of places, but that ain't one place I want to be, man. So when it comes to de-escalation, sometimes you just got to know. But then also, like, I know I'm very proficient with my firearm. If you're within 10 yards, I can shoot a 3-inch target consistently. I don't need to prove that to somebody on the street arguing with me about something that's not even relevant.
Yeah.
You just got to learn how to step away, man. But just remember that 15 seconds, it can change your life, bro.
Change your life forever.
Oh, man, it could change. I got too much to live for. And you, especially you.
Yeah,
You
hell
got the
yeah.
family, everything
Yeah.
going. Oh, man, you can't be.
Yeah, that, not only that, bro, like what Tupac say, like once your life is gone, it's gone. Nobody can give you that back. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a wrap.
all over impulse decision.
Impulse decision.
Right.
Man, I got another media one for you. Are we doing enough to bring in younger first-time gun owners?
I don't feel like it. I feel like, well, I feel like when I was younger and I was shooting, I don't feel like it was very welcoming. Like, right? I don't feel like people were, when I would go to the range, if I was doing something wrong, I wanted to be corrected. I just don't feel like there was people, and it could have been location. There could be a lot of factors, but like when I was going to the range and I was young and I was in there, loading my mag to capacity and just putting shots out there, just shooting. I'm training, but I'm not training with a purpose. I'm not training with an intent. There's no structure to how I'm shooting, right? Even like when we went to the range the other day, I'm looking at your target and you have you have a target hit, you turn it backwards, and you have like 6 different targets on there. And you're marking like, hey, I'm shooting 115 grain at this target with this pound spring. And then the amount of structure and precision that you did that with, I feel like those are the type of things that I wish I would have had when I was a young shooter, a new shooter. And then now I would be way more advanced. You know what I'm saying? What about you?
Man, I definitely agree. Collectively, we're not doing enough. And even myself, individually, I'm not doing enough. How do I get to that next level? It really just depends, man. Some of it's environment, right? So I do have my credentials to instruct, and I used to do more instructing back when I was in Miami, but also the gun laws were different back then. And when I say different, for you to become to get your concealed weapons permit, you have to take some training. I used to teach a lot of those classes, but you got a lot of places now that has constitutional carry. And with constitutional carry, you don't need to take no class before you can carry that firearm. And I really think that is, I'm not gonna say I'm against it, because I'm all for people being armed and exercising their right to bear arms, executing that Second Amendment. But you got to get some training, man. So how do I get to that next level? I guess a part of it is just having conversations like this, using my little platform and putting this information out, and then also recommending other people's platforms so we can all keep sharing this information. And hopefully the right person wants some information and I can be able to deliver that to them. So that's
Right.
kind of like me making a push to do more within our community.
Right. So do you think in Georgia, you can just go get your concealed carry, just sign the paperwork, boom, 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 and you're good. Like in Texas, you have to go to a class. So you feel like every state should require you to go to a class before you get your concealed carry license?
I'm going to say no in general. And the only reason I say no is because it is a constitutional right for you to be able to bear arms. So you should be able to do that. And there shouldn't be nothing, as long as you're at the legal age, you should be able to do that. But I do highly recommend that if you are a law-abiding citizen that owns a firearm, you should take it upon yourself to go get some training. I'm thinking about the time when I first started carrying a gun till now. I ain't gonna lie. When I first got my conceal and I was carrying, I probably didn't know too much. Mm-hmm. I could have been probably more dangerous than safe.
Yeah.
But it was me putting myself in situations to get more training, talking to more people. Or you're at the range and you're seeing stuff, you're like, damn, I didn't even know that. Or dang, I didn't even think about this. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, you gotta have some type of initiative to get to that next level.
What was your first gun, man?
My
was it a
first
high point?
gun, it wasn't a high point, right? It wasn't a high point, right? My first gun was AR-15.
Okay.
It was AR-15. And listen, I bought it from this backwoods country gun store. It was called like Country Board Guns or something like that, right? I just knew I wanted the AR-15. Now, for you said you owned the firearm at a younger age.
Yeah.
I didn't buy my first gun till, man, I think I was in like my late 20s or so. And when I was growing up, I was a military brat, and there were different times when I was around guns, but they was interesting, but I was too scared to really try to learn something about them. I turned 18, I joined the military, and I get exposed to guns, but it's just like, as a support guy, let me get that clear. I am a comms guy, hence the channel, the comms guy, right? I'm not exposed to all the cool stuff. It's just basic AR-15 and then, some M9 stuff. I didn't really have the opportunity to own a firearm because I was just overseas.
Yeah.
Like the first 10 years of my career, I was overseas. I was deployed. I was doing stuff. I kind of didn't have time to own a firearm, right?
Yeah.
So then once all that kind of calmed down and I came back to the States and I was stateside for a while, I was like, okay, now it's time to own a gun. The first gun I got was an AR because I just felt comfortable with it.
Yeah,
I just knew it. I wasn't scared having it in the car. I wasn't scared having it at the house. I knew everything about it. I knew how to disassemble it. I knew the rounds. It was just like, it's just like my friend. I just went and picked him up. I was like, hey, man, I know you. Come on, let's go. So that was my first gun, the AR-15.
That's what's up. So when you talk about like self-defense, right? Self-defense situations, you ever been in a situation to where you felt like you had to, not really pull it, but did you feel like you de-escalated to where you had to walk away? Have you ever been in a self-defense situation?
I have not been in a civilian self-defense
Yeah.
situation. There have been times where I've been in certain environments and things around me were escalating and I got the fuck out
Yeah,
of
you
there.
gotta go. You gotta know when to leave.
Yeah, it's like, you ever hear people arguing and it sound like something about to happen? I've been in
Yeah.
a lot of those. And then sometimes there's gunfire that follows after that, but I'm gone before then.
Yeah.
You know, it's just knowing enough about like, okay, I don't need to be here.
Yeah.
I need to be up out of here. Or sometimes I'm going someplace and things are starting. It's just being having some situation awareness.
Yeah.
And not to throw the military in there, but the military taught me a lot of that because I spent a lot of time in war zones. And you just got to be situationally aware. You know, I can just be driving and I'm seeing stuff. People are like, what are you thinking about? What are you looking at? Everything, you know? But I think that kept me out of a lot of stuff, man. And then sometimes some things just don't sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, hey, man, let's go do this. You want to go here? And there are a lot of places where they tell you shouldn't be carrying. I try my best to abide by that. And if I got to go to a place that I think might be dangerous and I know I'm not supposed to be carrying, I don't even go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, the mall.
Yeah. Man.
The mall is bad.
Mall,
Like,
crazy place,
yeah,
man.
there's been a couple incidents that I've seen. So, I mean, I feel like that's important, right? Just having the maturity to know, like, hey, I need to leave, or hey, I don't even need to be here, or like, especially when it's, and then it gets where people and then alcohol gets involved, and then maybe it just be a kickback or something like that. But like, I already know, like, hey, yeah, it's time to go, or I'm not gonna come at all. You know what I'm saying?
Alcohol in your system in a gun-related incident, jail.
Yeah.
I barely even drink, man. I can't remember the last time I had a drink, man. I just, as a person that carries a gun very, very often, almost all the time, I don't need to be outside drinking.
Yeah.
It's just,
So do you think like when you have a gun, it makes people, maybe it's people that are immature or whatever, do you make them feel like they have to use it, or like they're more likely to use it?
I would hope that if you are a gun owner carrying in the wild, you're in the mindset that I don't need to be using this. That's the mindset that I'm in. How other people think, I'm really not sure. I would say if I had to put a percentage on it, it's kind of like 50-50. Because I see a lot of people display their gun.
Yeah.
It's like something's getting escalated and they're like, hey man, you know, I'll pull this, blah, blah. I'm not showing nothing. If it's coming out, then it's time for execution. There's no more talking to that point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a touchy one.
That is one of the things my dad said. He said, hey son, don't pull your gun unless you're gonna use it.
Facts.
And don't point it at nothing that you don't intend to kill.
That's facts. That is big facts right there. Next question. What worries you the most about the future of the Second Amendment?
I don't think I worry as much about the laws. I think it's more about the mindset surrounding it, right? Because if we got people being positive and preaching in the right and a positive manner, then I feel like we'll be fine. But I don't like, well, caveat, you know, those states that are crazy, man. Those states like Washington State, very beautiful state. I used to live there and I want to move back, but bro, the gun laws are just trash. Like 10-round mags, like, I'm just not a big fan of, like, you know, when states have restrictions like that. And I'm not sure why those states have those type of restrictions. I don't know, man. What do you think?
I feel the same way, and it's kind of hard too because, like, I feel like in Georgia, things are pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, Texas, you're in your own country. Y'all
Yeah.
chilling out there, right?
Yeah.
And some people will feel like, let's say it's a state that has more laws than the state that you're in. Mm-hmm. They kind of feel like they don't worry about it so much. And I think we got to get out of that because any step of progress towards taking away the rights in any state, it's just going to keep bleeding over. You know, we got to get control of it however we get control of it, right? One of the most recent crazy laws that I heard is I do go to the DMV a lot. So I'm kind of like in the Virginia area, and this hasn't passed. This is like a proposed law, and I forget what bill it falls under, but it's saying that they're trying to put into law that if you're in Virginia and you own a gun legally. Let's say I'm carrying my gun and I'm getting ready to go to this store and they don't allow me to carry, and I leave my gun in the car. If somebody breaks into my car, takes my gun and commits a crime, then I get prosecuted for it. And they're trying to say if you leave your gun in your car for whatever reason, it's basically got to be like a built-in safe that's attached to the car that the gun has to be in.
Then they're going to steal the car.
You know what I'm saying? Even if I took it off my body and like put it in the glove box, they don't consider that being a safe place.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's just like a crazy ass law. I'm like, why not prosecute the person that took the damn gun and did the crime?
Person doing the crime.
You know, and then if we're going to allow laws like that to be passed, the next thing they'll probably, what's the difference from them saying if someone breaks into your house and takes one of your guns and commits a crime, you're not going to get prosecuted for it.
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
So all y'all people in the DMV,
hey,
come on down to the great state of Texas.
They got space for you, man.
Lots of space in Texas.
So overall, I'm not really, I honestly feel like we're in a good place right now for the Second Amendment. It's not great, but it's better than it's been before, especially with all the tax stamp stuff and the
big,
muffler
beautiful
stuff.
bill.
Oh man, that has been a big thing, man. But I guess I'm kind of not worried about it a little bit, but am worried about it. I'm kind of 50-50. I'm 50-50 on a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how.
That's fine.
Where I'm at on that.
Yeah.
Another thing, talking about media in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have those Meta Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I see a lot of people with these, but you have the Meta Ray-Ban display. If you do not know what those are, look those up, right? How do you like those, especially like when it comes to like two-way content and stuff?
Love them, bro. If you're a content creator of any sort, then you need those glasses, bro. And then, like, you know, in the older versions, you have them and you put them on, but you can't see what you're looking at. But on the displays, you can see in the corner exactly what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your angles are off or something like that. You're trying to, but with those, bro, there's no room there. Like, you have no error. You can see everything that's going on if you look down at the screen. But I love them, bro. And when I go shoot matches, I'm gonna wear those. The battery life isn't as great, but it's enough to get you through a match. And if not, the case has a charger in it, so when you're done shooting, you wait around for about 45 minutes and you only shoot 30 seconds, and then, you know what I'm saying? But like, those things are, they're awesome, bro. And then the sound quality is great. The camera it's phenomenal versus the older versions, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you can get them, bro, get you a pair, because those things will take your content up to the next level for sure.
Yeah. They're so trippy, right? Because when we went to the range, you had them, and I thought they was just like the regular Ray-Ban dress. He's like, hey man, you gotta get you some. And in my mind, I was like, I seen that, been there, done that, right? So then we get there shooting. He's like, hey, check them out. And it's like, you put the little wristband on, you got the virtual controls on there, and I put them on. I was like, dang. And then the video playback.
Bro, it's amazing what they did with those, and just to think how far they can actually go with it. Like, what kind of just a simple update that's going to come out, and what they're going to be able to do, bro. Technology is amazing, man. When you think about it, bro, my mom is probably about 65, 66, and I'm going to show her those when I go home, bro, and it's probably going to blow her mind. And I'm going to FaceTime, because you could connect them to your phone, and you can use WhatsApp. And like, if I'm calling you on WhatsApp, you can see whatever's in front of me. So I ain't got to hold the phone up and do all that extra stuff, bro. You can just see whatever I'm looking at.
Man.
Yeah.
Imagine talking to someone about getting on the USPSA shooting scene, and you say, hey, I'm about to shoot right now. Check this out. Boom. And you call them, and they just got a live feed.
Yep.
That's dope, man.
Bro, it's amazing.
I might have to get me some, man.
You got to, man.
What's our Best Buy clothes, man? All right, next category, right? I got some rapid fire, right? And this is getting kind of long, so we wrapping this up, man. Let's go. But I got some rapid fire questions for you, right? If you want to expound, you can.
I'll expound at the end.
At the end?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Striker fire or hammer fire?
Striker.
Red dot or irons?
Red dot.
Red dot or green dot?
Red dot.
Solo range day or range day with friends?
Solo.
Indoor or outdoor range?
Outdoor.
One ammo brand that you trust?
Hornady.
If ammo was free forever, but only one caliber, what cal?
9mm. Off top. 9mm
Woo,
off top.
okay.
What did you ask
okay.
me? All right, let's run back. What was the third question? I feel like
The dots, the red or green dots.
Oh yeah, the red or the green. So what's the thing called when like you're looking at the dot, but it's like cluster? It's not really like a perfect
Astigmatism.
circle. Yes. So
I
didn't know.
might have said that jacked up, but y'all know what the hell I'm talking about.
I didn't know that I had one, right? But it's not bad, right? So because I asked somebody like, when you look at it, what do you see? They see a perfect circle. Like mine's like a little bit of a cluster, but it's not too bad. But I like the red dot, bro. I ain't really gonna pay an extra $100 for a green dot unless my eyes were terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can understand when people have to switch and do the green over the red, but bro, as long as I'm able to put shots on target.
That's what I'm talking about. Good. Now, have you seen any of the Hollow Sun gold dots? The
Gold?
yellow one? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They got that?
They do.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
I
it's
haven't
dope.
seen that.
It's dope.
They got them for...
The one I've seen was they got the big mailbox, right? I know you against the mailbox out there, right?
You've got mail.
The Hollow Sun, I want to call it's called the Ames. They put it on like the little sub guns.
Okay.
Now they got the amber one. It's like an amber kind of gold color. It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. Now I haven't shot it like in the sun or anything like that, but I'm interested in it. The green dot didn't really work for me. I got a couple green dots just to try, and they weren't bad, but it wasn't a need for me to upgrade. It's like one of the things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because I've been crushing it with the red dot. I'm red all day. Well, and amber. I'm about to get this green, gold.
Yeah.
Well, this gold, yellow looking dot, but
yeah,
it's cold.
So when you first started shooting, was red dots a big thing, or was it transitioned into it?
Man, so I want to say one of my first optic pistols was a Gen 4 Glock MOS. And just being an IT guy and things being innovative and moving forward, I just knew I wanted to be in the red dot game. That's just what I wanted to be in, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I started purchasing my own stuff probably later than other people, but it's just because, where I was geographically located and all that.
Yeah.
But I knew I wanted to be in the red dot game. So when I first got into the red dot game, like folks was kind of getting into it, but not really. I think there was more people against it than they were for it. And it was crazy because I used to always have this conversation. And like I said, at the time I was in Miami and I was working at a range. So I'm always talking guns to people and I'm talking dots and stuff. And people are like, oh, you just got to shoot the irons. And I'm like, it is something that you're just going to be able to see better. Why wouldn't you want it?
Yeah.
To me, the main advantage with the red dot is you have threat focus and then you have sight focus. When you are shooting with irons, for me, you got to spend some time on the irons because you got to be able to see them, right? When I'm shooting with the dot goes over the target and I'm focused on the threat. The dot is just there.
Yeah.
I'd rather be more focused on what I'm trying to hit versus looking at the iron sights. I don't know why somebody wouldn't want to do that, right? And then whenever I get in these conversations like this iron versus dot thing, this is how I always get them. I say, when you're shooting a rifle, do you shoot irons or dot? You're like, well, I got to have a dot so I can see. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Same damn thing, right? So, but yeah, I just knew I was kind of into the optics world. So that Glock MOS was the first like kind of optic system gun I had. But the next one after that was that SIG P320 RX, and I still love that gun. That has been like, oh man, changed the game for me.
So what do you think about people that are transitioning to dots and then they're having a hard time where they're fishing for the dot?
Practice. I would say this, practice is one thing, but then also you have to figure out what is the right weapon system for you. So one of the ways I got to becoming a SIG fanboy is because, like I said, I had that Glock Gen 4 MOS and I was running the dot. And there was some time when I was just getting into the dot, I was kind of trying to find the dot a little bit more. And then I was coming on to the shooting scene, doing like competitions. And I used to shoot matches. They had like bowling pin matches and stuff like that, right? One day I had an interest in a SIG, and my buddy had a 320 with the optic on it. When I picked that gun up and just my natural point of aim, if I close my eyes, come out the holster and point, when I open my eyes, I could see the dot. It was just more natural for me with the SIG. So my whole mentality was, if I can point this gun naturally and see the dot more quicker, it's going to be faster.
Yeah.
I want something that gives me the least amount of input.
Yeah.
If I got to do a micro adjustment, that's just one thing that's slowing me down.
Yep.
So that's what got me to the SIG. So for those people that are fishing for the dot, maybe try using a dot on a different platform. Maybe try M&P, maybe try Glock, maybe try a SIG. You know, some people say, you know, the SIG has a high bore axis. It's not that much of a difference, but just close your eyes, pull that dot up, open it. If you are tracking that dot more accurately on a different brand, that might be the better platform for you. You know, you might become an M&P fanboy. Shout out my guy Shelton, he M&P fanboy.
Hey, well, speaking of, have you seen the M&P, the 2.0 they got with the chunk port at the front of it?
The bodyguard.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's dope.
that thing's nasty.
It's dope. So they got the regular M&P bodyguard. Then I want to say it's the 2.0 that's ported, and then Monsoon Tactical does the one where he'll slice the slide and do the chunk port. That's the one. If you have, he's got a whole build on it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I seen the 10 mil one. Which one you got? You got a 2.0?
I do have a 2.0. Mine is I have the 5-inch long slide, the 10 ports on it, and it's 9 mil, and it's nasty. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone that has ever shot my M&P, they like, damn.
Yeah.
That is what's up. And listen, I'm gonna give y'all little M&P fanboys a little bit of advice, right? When I was getting into that M&P long slide tuning game, I could never get the recoil stuff right. For those of you that do not know, the M&P 2.0 5-inch slides, they take Gen 3 Glock recoil springs. You're welcome.
Hey, I would have charged you for that info.
I think that was that's all my
no, I
rapid
got
fire.
some rapid fire for you, bro.
Okay, what you got? Let me sit up. Let me sit up.
Hold on, let me pull out my handy dandy
Oh
notebook.
man, what you got? This should be interesting right here.
Oh. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. What you got?
Polymer or metal frame?
Polymer.
Too long, bro.
Polymer.
Compact, full size.
Compact.
Appendix carry or strong side.
Ooh, appendix.
Light or no light.
Light.
Ported or stock.
Man, ported.
Factory trigger or upgrade.
Oh, upgrade.
Stipple or clean frame.
Stipple.
Shot timer or just the vibes.
Shot timer.
Speed or accuracy.
Accuracy.
25-yard groups or build drill.
Field drill.
That's all I got. That was solid.
Oh man. So we gonna run some of these back. Cause I got to expound on them. Like, say the question again. I'll let you know if
Polymer or metal frame.
That's close, man. I shoot a lot of competition now, and in the metal frame, I can see the advantage. But I've shot more polymer, and if I had to only pick one, I'd probably just go with the polymer. Yeah,
Okay. And then I asked you compact or full size.
compact. Yeah, and that's crazy because like the Glock 19, love it.
Yeah.
I had the 19X compact frame, full size, full frame, and then like the G45. I don't shoot those as well as the 19. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just prefer that. But then if you jump into the SIG world, I got the 320 TAC Ops, and it's got the compact slide with the full. I shoot that well. Maybe because it's a SIG.
Yeah.
And SIG knows my heart, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take a compact.
So you do love the 19.
I do love the 19. I love the 19. That's my favorite Glock.
Okay. Because I was going to say, bro, sell me your Zev.
Oh no, because the Zev, my Zev OZ9 Hypercomp, it's the 19.
Yeah, sell it.
Oh no, I love it. I love it, man. Hey YouTube, no gun sales, man. No gun sales.
I said weapon mounted light or no weapon.
You know, I have a natural tactical. I love tactical stuff, so it's got to have a light, man. If it doesn't have a light, just get a light, man. Just put a light on it. Lights are cheap, man. Get your light.
You never know.
Yeah, for real.
Ported or stock?
Oh man, ported.
Everything you got is ported.
Just about everything I got is either ported or comp, man. Once you get into shooting ported, it's just really hard to go back, man. And yeah, you're doing yourself a disservice. Get you some ported, man. And there's so many different ports out there, man. You got like chunk ports, you got the dime bags, you got the dang on the flat packs, the lucky. There's so many ports out there, bro.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
And then I ask you speed or accuracy.
I'd say accuracy. Speed is definitely important, but if you don't hit shit,
You know,
hey, you know,
they might run away.
it might be gone, man. You need to be accurate. And then I hesitated on that because also like speed is so important shooting
Competition, yeah.
right? And then there's a different type of accuracy, right? If I'm out in the wild, general just the accuracy, the term is very, very important. When you're shooting USPSA competition stuff, combat accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm kind of like prepping people to get into like the competition world, and we are at an indoor range and we're shooting targets, and they're like, "Oh, my group isn't super tight." I'm like, "Bro, you are shooting body-sized targets.
Yeah.
Combat accuracy. You see it, put the dot on it, shoot it, and move. That's what it is, you know."
Facts.
And my opinion is, if you're shooting competition and you're getting all these alphas all the time, you're probably going too slow. You could probably go a little bit faster, man.
Yeah, speed it up.
Get that Charlie, man. No deltas and no mics, but the Charlie, yeah, it's okay,
Charlie
man.
Mike. I did ask you shot timer or just vibes.
Shot timer, man. I'm always, and you probably picked this up about me. A lot of people don't like shooting indoors. I really don't mind, but whenever I go indoors, I always have training focus, and I use my shot timer
Facts.
every time I go to the range. And sometimes it's like, it's not even so much about the time itself, but it's just something that keeps me on task.
Yeah.
Either like timing
You're accountable.
reloads, coming out the holster, or the par time when you
Yeah.
get that second beep.
Yeah.
You know, I might just be, I'll have the gun drawn, right? And on the first beep, I'll shoot the round. And then on the par time, that's when it triggers me to reload. So sometimes people get in the habit of just shoot, reload. But imagine shooting and then you're waiting for when it's telling you to reload, and when you hear that second beep, then reload. But I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with that shot timer. All
Yeah,
about the
hell
shot
yeah.
timer.
I love the shot timer. I feel like it works with your reaction as well. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Because I like putting it on delay, because when I hit it and then it's like, beep, then I got to, then I have to react, because like in a real world situation, I'm not going to know when it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You just got to react when it happens, with sound judgment. So I feel like, I love the shot timer, bro.
Yeah. Hey man, I think that's about it for this one, man. This thing has gone. The first one we did was, I want to say it's like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah. That's just growth, man.
Growth, man. We can't wait till 3 years, another 3 years for the next one out there.
We'll run it back next week.
Run it back next week. Listen, if y'all got any additional questions that you want to ask, or you want something Ken to ask me or me to ask Ken, man, drop it in the comments. If you are liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you really want to support the channel, let the video play, man. That's all you got to do, man. Is let the video play. Any closing comments that you got for the people? That's the closing comment?
That's it.
We out.
We out.
Nah, not at all. That's how we live, man.